Oh, good morning and welcome home to the Monte Vista Unitarian Universalist congregation. We gather today to celebrate our religious exploration program. And notice that it's exploration and not indoctrination. Flashing neon. Notice there will be food on the patio after the service provided by the RE Council. Please read the weekly announcements, the community connections that's emailed out every Thursday. Special note, in 2 weeks, there'll be a packing party for our congregates that are heading to our partnership church in the Philippines, the Calapayan congregation, and they're taking an extra suitcase of goodies for each of them are taking it. So please bring clothing and supplies for our friends in the Philippines. Also, remember food and personal items for the Beta Center, and money is also accepted. The box with the Trader Joe's O's, the basket with the Trader Joe's O's is where the items for the Beta Center go. And final comment, past services are available on YouTube. You can find them, and I'm sure they'll be much better when they get rid of that guy that looks like Mr. Natural at the start of all those videos.
I like to think of it.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, Maggie, I don't see the bowl to. I don't know where they put it. Oh, where? Oh, they put it on. Don said he was going to do that, but I. We found the bowl 3 times. Once for those who came before us, including the Tongva people who are the original stewards of this land. Once for those of us who are here and now. And once for those who will come. And now, if we can rise in body and spirit, if we're able, and Jaryus, if you could put the opening hymn on, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Open your ears to the song. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Open your hearts, everyone. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Don't be afraid of some change. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Thank you, everybody. And now, oh, I didn't ask anybody to light the chalice this morning. Alan, can you come up and light the chalice again? This time it's in the right order. And as Alan lights the chalice, I'm going to lead you all in our chalice lighting words. We do a little ritual sometimes with the children. So you're going to follow me as I read it. I'm going to make some hand gestures, so you just make them along with me, okay? So, we are Unitarian Universalists, so make 2 U's with your hands. We are the Church of the Loving Heart. We are the Church of the Open Minds. And we are the Church of the Helping Hands. Together we care for our earth and work for friendship and peace in the world. Thank you. Okay, and now if we can sing Spirit of Life. So if everybody could stand one more time. Sorry, these are back to back.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life to the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. Vente d'amor, ven hacia mí. Y al corazón, cantarle tu compassion. So volar, su ven amar, hasta molgar la vida de la vida. Agráname, libérame, fuente de amor, ven a mí, ven a mí.
Thank you. And now I'll read our covenant. I'm sorry, I keep knocking that. We affirm that love is the greatest purpose of this congregation. The search for truth is our constant star, and service is our prayer. We pledge our hearts, minds, and hands to challenge injustice, to find hope in times of fear, and to live out our Unitarian Universalist values every day as a beloved community. Thus do we covenant with each other and with all that is sacred in life. Thank you. And now we're going to do a time for all ages. It's going to be a little bit different today. This is actually a little bit longer of a story. This is one of the storybooks that we read in class, and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's called Henry Works, and it's by D.B. Johnson, and it's about a bear named Henry, who is based on Henry David Thoreau, who's one of our Unitarian Universalist forefathers. There's a series of Henry Works books, so if you have children in your life and you want to teach them about our UU history, this is a great series. And we've read several of them in our curriculum this year, talking about our principles. I regrettably can't show you the pictures because they have to be edited out of the video and it creates more work for other people. So trust me, the illustrations are beautiful. It is a misty, mizzling morning. Henry steps out of the door and sniffs the air. It is a perfect day to walk to work. Henry stops beside the pond to dig comfrey root. Channing walks by. "Henry," he says, "you're not doing anything today. Come fishing with me." "Not today," says Henry. "I'm walking to work." Henry puts the comfrey root in his hat and he walks down the path. From the top of the hill, Henry sees clouds far away. It has been a dry summer, but he knows it will rain today. The rain will not come until afternoon, so Henry fills his cup with water and sprinkles it on the milkweed flowers. Hosmer meets him on the path. "Are you being a rain cloud today, Henry?" he asks. "I'm walking to work," says Henry. At the brook, Henry cuts a pole from the pine branch. With it, he pushes 3 crossing stones into place. He puts the pine needles in his hat with the comfrey root. Henry tramps the trail across Hosmer's field and finds a fox's den. Mrs. Hosmer is sitting at her front window. Henry calls to her. "Keep your chickens inside tonight. There's a fox around," he says. He leaves a branch of sweet-smelling pine on her window ledge. In town, Henry meets the postmaster. "Henry," he says, "I can't walk on my sore foot. Since you're not working, can you take this letter to Emerson?" "I'm walking to work right now," Henry says, "but I'll take it to him on my way." Henry takes the comfrey root out of his hat and gives it to the postmaster. "It'll make your foot better." Henry finds Emerson in his garden, and he gives him the letter. Emerson says, "The woodchucks are eating everything in my garden, Henry." "I can take care of the woodchucks," says Henry. "I'll bring them out to the country on my way to work." Henry plays his flute, and the woodchucks run to him. He tucks one in each pocket, and he walks through the woods. In Alcott's field, Henry sets the woodchucks free. He finds a patch of wild strawberries. He digs up some of the plants, and he puts them in his hat. Mrs. Alcott is hanging shirts to dry in the yard. "You'll have to bring in those shirts soon," Henry tells her. "It's going to rain in about an hour." Henry walks along the road to Hawthorne's house. Inside the fence, the garden is growing, wild with grapes and raspberries. Henry takes the strawberry plant out of his hat, and he finds a perfect place for them in Mrs. Hawthorne's garden. It starts to rain. Henry walks in the Millbrook, measuring the shallow water as he goes. He soon meets old Flint sitting at the bank. "Are you taking a bath?" Henry asks Mr. Flint. "No," says Henry. "I'm just walking to work." Henry climbs out of the brook and into the middle of a big huckleberry bush. He crawls under it to cut away the tangles and prickberries until his pockets are full. Henry marks a path from the road to the huckleberry bush. As Henry walks down the path to his cabin, he meets Channing, carrying his fishing pole. He shows Henry the fish that he has caught. "Did you go to work, Henry?" he asks. "I'm just getting to work now," says Henry. "What is your work?" Channing asks. "It's writing," says Henry. "I'm writing a book." Henry turns towards his cabin. All day he has taken care of things in the woods and in town, and now he is back where he started. Inside he lights a fire. He hangs up his hat and his coat. Then he sits at his desk and begins his book. "Today," he writes, "I took a walk in the woods." And that is the end of our story. It's a really nice book, and like I said, the illustrations are wonderful. You can look at it on the patio during our picnic today. So normally, this would be when you guys would sing me out, but today, it's going to be when Maggie comes up here and asks for the offering.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you all this morning. Normally, as Robert just said, the children are not in the room when we ask for the gathering of our offering. We will hear more last week because I've invited Carissa to speak to us during the service about what's going on with our congregation financially. And there's a couple hiccups that have come on us that most of us know about, but we'll get into that a little more. It's not something we need the children here to talk about. But when Robert asked me to do the offering for today, I thought, well, maybe I should look into our hymnal and try to find someone famous to quote that will make everybody happy and content and give. So I decided to quote someone different. Maybe you know this person, Maddie Scully. Yeah, we were doing our fundraising drive, and Maddie was one of our guest speakers for Why I Pledge at Monte Vista. And Maddie quoted his father and said, Dad used to always say, don't put your money where your mouth is, put your money where your heart is. And you can still watch that video. It's up on our, like Alan mentioned, all of our recordings are there, and also Maddie singing the aria that Lily and Maggie played together last week. But I just want to offer and invite you all to come forward with your offerings for the Beta Center and also for our congregation. We do have an online way through PayPal for those who are joining us via Zoom, that you can make your offering there or mail them in to the office. But with deep gratitude, our offering will now be given and received.
Thank you, Lily. That was beautiful. And now we could rise once again, if you're able. We'll sing a gentle song, How Could Anyone, number 1053 in the Singing the Journey book. Thank you. So today we're going to review our year in RE, and the first class that's going to come up and talk is our preschool class. So Donovan and his teacher Lily are going to come up and Donovan, can you use the microphone and tell the church how much you enjoy your class with Lily and what you do? Speak into the microphone and face it. Get close. Oh.
What reading?
Just talk normally.
Play
No.
with toys.
Just talk normally, Donovan. And just tell everybody what you...
What reading?
Yeah.
Play with toys. One about the art.
Yeah. Do you have fun with Lily in your class? Yeah. Thank you. Well, thank you. You good. So, Donovan, he goes with Lily. He's our main preschool student. Sometimes we have one or two more, but Lily manages that class with a lot of fun, and she plays games and plays with toys with him, lets him play on the playground, but she sneaks little lessons in about our principles as she goes. So Lily does a great job with that class. So, the next class we have is our elementary class. And now, could any of the students from the elementary class come up? I need some help with this next part. Come on. Okay. So this year we've been doing our UU principles from the beginning. Each month we cover one principle, and we read stories and we do activities related to that principle. And then at the end of the year, we, when the church was having our congregational meeting voting on important issues, we also voted on important issues like which was the best flavor of ice cream, and and also should we adopt the eighth principle in our classroom, because we go over the principles every class, and the children chose to adopt it, and we drafted a version of the eighth principle for in children's language, so that's easier for the kids to understand. So Riley, will you read the 8 principles, and then I'll talk to you girls in a second. So.
Red, respect all people. Orange, offer fair and kind treatment to all. Yellow, yearn to accept and learn about ourselves, others, and the mystery. Green, grow by exploring what is true and right in life. Blue, believe in our ideas and act on them. Indigo, insist on a fair, peaceful, and free world for all. Violet, value our home earth which we share with all living things. And sky, strive our spiritual wholenesses by choosing to have a community with our differences are valued and where we look inside ourselves and the groups we create for ways to be better.
Thank you. And now will each of you take a turn and share something that you like and enjoy about our RE class? And yeah, just take turns. Riley just spoke, so if one of you would like to go first. They're shy. It's okay. Oh.
Hello.
No.
Hello. Hello. Hi.
Introduce yourself and tell them
My
who you
name's Alana, and the best thing about our class is that we get to learn more about each other, and we get to make friends along the way, and we also get to do fun activities like guessing what the best ice cream is, which it's chocolate. Obviously, it's chocolate.
It was a contentious issue. Okay.
Yeah, we kind of started a war with that. But yeah, that's what I like about our class. Abby, you could take over now.
Thank you.
I like class because we get to play games, read stories, and say what we did for the week.
Thank you. And Riley?
I like to, from our class is the stories that we read and all the games that we play.
Thank you, guys. Go ahead and have a seat. Our okay. Our class also has a frequent Zoom user. Jaryus, is Marlene and Patrick on? Okay. In just a moment, Marlene and Patrick are going to come to us all the way from Colorado. They moved away during COVID, and although they also attend a UU church in Colorado, Patrick has stayed coming to our RE class, and he connects on Zoom, and he enjoys our stories. And once he is unmuted, I will ask him to tell us what he likes about the class.
Okay, now it's your turn, son. Tell what you like about your class.
You like kids class? I do like kids class, DL. Yes, I like it.
What do you like about it, son?
Kids class is fun.
And do you get to see your friends?
Yes.
And do you learn about things?
Yes.
What do you learn about?
About good manners.
Oh, good manners. And do you learn about the principles?
Yes.
And it's so nice?
Yes, it's nice.
What do you like?
I like principles, and I like care for our earth.
Mm-hmm. Is that one of your favorites?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, son.
Thank you.
See him just about every Sunday, and it warms my heart to know that because of the power of Zoom, which we adopted in the face of COVID, we've been able to connect with friends who have moved away and who are no longer in the same room with us. So that technology has really been a boon, even though it came out of such a dark time. And now we are able to even have them in service, so that's great. Next, we have our senior high class, YRUU. We haven't had a YRUU class consistently here at church for a little while, but we're hoping to spark one up again. Lily's going to come and talk about why YRUU is valuable, and also about senior high camp, because she is frequently attending senior high camp. Yeah. It's on.
Okay. Starting with YRUU, it's just an amazing experience. I did mine online, and it was still very interactive. In YRUU, we learn about ourselves as teenagers and what we want to do as a grown-up and as we navigate the world, especially in the times we're going through right now. YRUU helped me learn, along with my mentor Catherine, about the world and how I can help myself and be the happiest and best person I can become. And this is just very interactive, and many teenagers go through this, and many teenagers come out of it bettered. And with camp is honestly the same, but you go up to the mountains and it's just an amazing experience. And it's for a whole week. Kids, young adults, and senior high, we all go up there and we have a great time. You make so many friends, and you learn a lot about yourself and how you interact with people outside of your own family and outside of the set group of friends that you have. I've learned a lot up at camp. I've learned about the person that I want to be and the people that I love to be friends with, and also how I want to educate myself about the world and people in the future.
Thank you, Lily. And Lily, I had the pleasure of being up at camp when you were up at camp this past winter. And senior high camp is a special breed because it's entirely run by the senior high students up at camp. So they do their own worship, their own everything, except for like the cafeteria. But it was really impressive to see Lily and some of our other high school kids who are up there just being able to take charge and come together with UUs from all over the California and Arizona area, and be able to put together these workshops and services. And as the adult in the room, that's literally all I was the adult in the room to make sure nothing went wrong. But I didn't have to manage or instruct or anything. They just took it all on their own, and it was really inspiring. So many of you know Camp de Venneville is a special place. We have several kids who go up in elementary camp. We have a few kids who go up for senior high camp, and we have young adults who can go up as well, along with others who go up for family camp or for the church camp. And it's just a really special time. So if you look on the RE table after service, if you have not yet purchased a cookbook from Monte Vista Unit the donations for that go to scholarship funds for our children who need help paying for camp, because it can be a little expensive. So they're $10, and you should check those cookbooks out if you haven't looked at them. They were made a few years ago, so they have some recipes from some of our congregants over the years, and they're great little cookbooks. And like I said, it goes to help pay to send kids to camp. And now, Jaryus, if you wouldn't mind stepping out one more time, and you can tell us about our young adult class that we have.
Hello. Okay. Hi, everybody. I know most of you don't see me very often because I'm usually over there. But Robert asked me to talk about the YA program that we started recently. And well, first of all, I want to third the statement about de Benneville being an amazing place. I've had some of the best experiences of my life there, and if you have an opportunity to go there, you definitely, very, very definitely should. But sorry, I'm super tired.
Sorry.
So I was in YRUU for the majority of my high school experience, and after I graduated, there was a kind of a weird floating period where I was going to YRUU, and even though I wasn't supposed to be there, but we also didn't have a lot of people, and then after Ace graduated, right, there was not really anybody. So having the YA program sort of has allowed me to kind of fill a void in my time and space that I really valued when I was in YRUU, right? Because it gives me a space where I feel I can talk very candidly with people my own age about kind of the things that I'm going through. Because, you know, learning to be an adult kind of sucks. kind of sucks. It's very stressful, right? So having a space where I can, talk to people who are also going through those things and who may have already done those things is very valuable to me, and I enjoy it a lot.
Thank you, Jaryus. And the young adult group meets once a month on the last Sunday of each month in the YRUU classroom, and it felt so good to be in. It felt so good to be in YRUU with several young people again. And the group that we have, many of them are students in the Claremont colleges or at Mount Sac and other community colleges, and they are home for the summer right now, but we still meet if any young adults show up. So it's great to have that program, and it inspires me to keep going with them, because I know when I first started attending as a young adult, I also was looking for a community of young people to inspire and to help me grow. So the young adult program is very near and dear to my heart. But we also have other adults. And so now, Letha, can you step up and tell us about the Article 2 discussion class that Laura led? Laura couldn't be here today. She's attending GA online, and so she couldn't be here today. But Letha's attended all of the Article 2 discussion classes, and she's going to tell us about them real quick.
The adult class on the articles turned into more of a discussion of what UU means to each of us. And we shared the values that mean something to us. But it also, for me, because I've been so involved with the children, I don't always know adults here. It gave me an opportunity to get to know a little better some of the other adults in our congregation. It was something I really appreciated, because the adults, even though we have our RE program, if it weren't for the adults, we wouldn't be able to have an RE program either. So it worked together in my life, but it was, the most important part really was getting to know others on a deeper level than just, hey, hi, see you on Sunday. It's good to see you, that type of thing. And I would encourage people to come to the adult RE classes. The subject matter changes, obviously, but it's small group get together where you actually are spending time with other adults, and it's an opportunity to open yourself up, but also learn about others and have a deeper connection to this place and each other.
Thank you, and don't go too far, because you're going to be coming back up here in a second. Her leg hurts, so I want to save her the journey. Yeah. So, as Letha just said, we can't have a children's program without the adults who support it, and so now's a time where I am going to ask the members of the RE Council to step forward. Those of you who are here. Letha is up here already. Laura can't be here today. Caitlin Salgado, can you please come up? And Randy Stepp is not here. But Riley, can you come up and represent your dad? He's got a gift. Somebody needs to pick up his gift. So all on this table, you see several ceramic mugs. I designed these on Canva, and then my mom printed them out, and they are mugs filled with candy today. But they are named, and they have each of our principles with little graphics that I designed using Canva. So it has all of our children's promises, we call them, the wording. So including the 8th one, I made sure to put that on there as well. So thank you guys so much for everything that you do for RE. The RE Council is, it's my backbone. It helps so much. Everything you guys do today and all year long has been very motivating and helpful for me. Most of you know that I came into this position during COVID, and it was hard to learn how to do this and also manage a program that was very small and trying to get it to grow and to blossom again. And you guys have been a huge part in helping that. And also, both Caitlin and Letha extended their time on the RE Council during COVID because we didn't, the board wanted all the committees to extend some extra time on there, and they both, and actually all of our members, I believe, graciously took on extra years. So thank you guys for your commitment to our children's program and to everything that you do. Letha is here every Sunday with me. She helps me run the classroom and helps teach and read stories and manage the kids and everything. And I couldn't do this program without you guys. So thank you so much for everything. And please enjoy this gift, and I hope you find good use for them. They are. Thank you. And enjoy the candy. We also have a cup for Lily, who had to take Donovan out to the patio because he was getting restless sitting in here. So she'll get it later. Okay. So you might say, well, that's all, we've been talking about what we did all year long this year, but what's next for RE? Our children's program, we hope, will take on new shape next year. With Alan Worley leaving the board, he has offered to once again teach a junior high class for us. So if you have kids in junior high, we're going to start offering more than one class. So age diversity is growing in children's RE. We also plan to have, if we're able to open YRUU back up, and I'll be teaching that one. We're going to have Letha, who is leaving the RE Council, taking over and managing the elementary class. So we're going to have 3 RE classes open next year. So we're excited about that, growing from 1 to 3. In adult RE, we're going to be offering a few different programs. The first is Our Place in the Web of Life, an introduction to environmental justice. This multi-session curriculum links social and environmental concerns, encouraging UU congregations to not simply talk about the injustice of it all, but to learn new practices and skills in the context of collaboration. And these classes will be facilitated by the Green Sanctuary team's members, Janine Little, Laura Mulroy, and Ann Taves. We will also have My Personal Theology, which is figuring out what to lose, and what you still need for your religious journey. This is a 2-part workshop that has been adapted by Unitarian Society of Santa Barbara from the curriculum Articulating Your UU Faith. And we also have a curriculum for the leadership in the church, although anybody can take it as well. It's an online course called Trans Inclusion in Congregations from the Transforming Hearts Collective. And this is an online course which will have in-person sessions corresponding with the online work. Trans Inclusion is a vital program which seeks to help the most welcoming congregations become even more inclusive and open to transgender individuals. The curriculum is created by several transgender UUs, including a minister. So we'll be adding all these programs to our adult RE for next year, and we're also open to any other ideas. So please talk to either myself or Laura Mulroy if you have an interest in these classes or others. So that's what's coming for RE next year. We're very excited. And now, Alan Worley, would you please come up? You've asked for a special moment, so.
As my term as president of the Board of Trustees is ending, I've had the distinction of serving with 3 different boards, 3 years. The 2020-2021 board included Robert as a vice president. He had to leave when he became director of Lifespan Religious Exploration. Mary Darrow, Bob Taylor as treasurer, and Janine Little. The next year, Mary Darrow as secretary, Bob Taylor as treasurer, Janine Little at large, Kathy Mason and Susan Seyfried joined. And then this current year, the board, David Adams as vice president, Carissa Moore as treasurer, Mary Darrow as secretary. She had to suffer with me for 3 years. Susan Seyfried and Kathy Mason. So, any of you that are here, Robert, David, Carissa, Bob, Reverend Maggie. I don't know if you know that the minister is an ex officio member of the Board of Trustees, so she attends every meeting, as well as our director of Lifespan Religious Exploration attends. So with those jobs come the bonuses of things. So if you'd come up, I have a little thank you for each of you. One for David, I have a special your thank you gift. And in addition, I have all my documents. and I have not deleted any of my MVUUC emails.
Maggie wants a picture. Can we get a picture of the transfer of power?
No, I have a backup, but. And for Bob Taylor. For the first 2 years when he was treasurer, Bob was more than treasurer. He was what kept us together. If somebody needed to come to the building, Bob would do it. He packed weeds, he fixed locks, he did just all kinds of things. So first off, here's your thank you card and gift. And then I saw this online and I just had to get it. It's a hat that says, "I'm Bob doing Bob things." So when you come to church,
Thank you very much. I won't be able to go home anymore.
I mean, so thank you to everybody.
Thank you so much, Alan. And please hang out for a second.
Okay.
So, Alan.
Yes.
Somebody, could you bring Jeannie Coates the microphone?
Okay.
Oh, you're right there.
Alan, what can I say? Thank you. You have kept us together with your wizard ways, and I have deep gratitude for all that you have done. I wouldn't be here half the time without Alan's chariot and his kindness to picking me up. And anyway, I have wished, if you could come here for just a minute, I want you to. This is something that I made for you. This is crafted for our wizard. And, pardon? For our wizard. And so it'll just pull off the top. There you go.
All right.
And so crafted with love for our wizard. This is our wizard's rod. You can use. And it's crafted with stones, chakra stones. And so anyway, that's for you, and crafted with love and blessings to you, my dear.
We also noticed your wonderful T-shirt today. It says, "Nothing you do for children is ever wasted." It was mentioned in the order of service. I'd love for you to open this gift, if you would. This comes from all of us. Where's Lisa? Oh.
Basically, I was raised not to rip.
You have permission to rip. And I was raised to seal a gift really tightly. So this is a T-shirt to match the one you have. But we just thought that matched your theology pretty darn closely. Can you read it? Being a good human.
From Emerson, my personal theology, after several trips through coming of age class with the youth, the first line is, "First, be a good animal." And this fits in perfect with it. Thank you.
A good fit. A good fit. Now, Letha, if Letha would come up, we can offer our gratitude to the First Lady of our congregation. Through many storms, we have a gift for you. It comes in a bag that is made out of Japanese fabric from, I don't want to give away what's inside. It's called a project bag, is what I was told. So inside you'll find an envelope. We don't want things getting away, so with our gratitude, we offer this to you. It is a $100 gift certificate for her to spend in a yarn store in Claremont. Enjoy. And put your projects in that bag, okay? And maybe David wants to talk a little bit about this gift, but this big one's for you, Ellen, because we're very grateful to you for your presidency and your wizardry.
Yes, indeed. Those are all true things. And I've told Alan, I can't think of anyone who has devoted more time and energy and patience and guidance and wisdom to our board than he has in the last few years, guiding us through all sorts of storms to calm seas. So, you know, the board Zooms all of our meetings, and we've noticed that, you know, Alan sometimes has some computer issues and, you know, problems with, you know, logging on, and his, you know, camera wasn't maybe working all that well. So we decided that he needed a new laptop, and so we got him one. Now, Alan, you can have this back and plug it in if you want. Anyway, thank you so much, Alan.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, this is above and beyond. And is Terry here? Terry McGuire, come on up. Terry is stepping in as the new secretary of the next board. And here is my transfer of all the minutes and agendas for 3 years. So everybody knows where the documents are. Thank you. Oh, thank you all very much. Way too much.
Not at all.
So, one last thing, I would like to thank Letha for being my unofficial parliamentarian. If you've noticed how I structure meetings and everything, it all comes from her knowledge of parliamentary procedure. And after 3 years, I've almost got it down to where I can run a decent meeting. So, yes. Thank you.
And just a little PS, we haven't made any announcements about the funding for this computer because we didn't want them to find out. And we would never spend pledged dollars for a gift. It's unethical to do that. But we will be gathering your donations in order to reimburse the payment of this computer to the person that got it, okay? So we'll talk more about that in the future.
And I would like to echo Alan's thanking of Letha, especially. So I didn't mention when she was up here, but Letha and Randy are leaving the RE Council. So Letha has been my rock the whole time. So I know you have a lot on your plate at all times with your different responsibilities here and at other organizations. So just thank you so much. As you and Alan both leave your positions of authority for other pursuits here at the church, just, you know, you guys both have been mentors and friends to me, so especially. So thank you. And now that we're done with all the emotional stuff, we will sing our children's benediction, which we normally sing the children out, but today you're going to be singing yourselves out. So. And now we will extinguish our chalice with our closing words that we use every Sunday with the children's program. Letha, she she chides me because sometimes I say it wrong, but I made sure to get exactly the way that she says it in our order of service. So may we remember to be Unitarian Universalists every day and in every way, even when we're not together. Thank you and go in peace and enjoy the picnic provided by RE Council members, new and old. There's going to be lots of good food. There's vegan options. They'll be on the patio. Thank you.